these are married women, right? There's a form of pity or worry. She's unmarried, she's unhappy. I promise you, I'm speaking from my point of view. I'm happier than you are. Wherever you think that you are in life, I'm probably 10 times happier than you are. And I don't say this to undermine the importance of having a partner. I think having a partner is great. And if you know me well, you know that I value the idea of love so much, right? The idea of having your own person is so, so beautiful, right? But then I don't want it at every cost. I don't want it at every cost. And until I find my person, I'm okay to just wait. I'm okay to just wait. And I was having a conversation with my girl, and we talked about it. It was a very funny conversation. I said, wait, are you really, how, the idea of wait, right? How long, right? And someone asked me, are you open to not the idea of not, never being married? And I had to think of it. I had to process it, right? And unfortunately, or it depends on how you look at it, sadly, I am open to the idea of never being married. If I don't find my own person, I am definitely open to it. Because my idea of love, I find that not a lot of people have it, not a lot of men have the idea of love that I have in my head. And if I don't find that person, I'm okay to just be an auntie. And I'll be happier than you are. We must change this notion that unmarried women are unhappy. It must change, right? We don't have to be married to be very happy. And again, I don't undermine the importance of being married. I think it looks like it's a beautiful union. If you find your own person, it's great. And if you find your own person when you're younger, maybe when you're 25, go for it. If you find your own person when go for it. But let's just change this notion of, oh, she wants to be married because she's in her 30s. Oh, I feel bad for her because she's unmarried. Why? Why do you feel? I'm going to tell you a disadvantage of not being married in your 30s. Every cow, sheep, frog, goat that comes in form of a man at this age, they just conclude that you want to marry them. Oh, I don't even know you like that. Now, I hate situationships. When I'm with a person, I want to know what I'm doing, right? I always want to be clear on what it is because I find that a lot of guys like situationships. I don't want to be in that situation, so I always like to be clear. However, because I want to be clear doesn't mean I want to marry you. Make it make sense. And before now, I'll say before now, because I find that I just go with my emotions, right? As opposed to taking this checklist that I have in my head and ticking everything. Because men they do have a mental checklist, if not a physical one, and they tick everything on that list when they find a girl. And I would just go with my emotions, right? And somehow I find it's a disadvantage because somewhere down the line I might find that I don't really like this person. That's the honest truth. And I will stay because I take commitment seriously, because I'm loyal, stuff like that. But men, the minute that they find that they don't like you, they're out. So now I'm viewing relationships a whole lot differently as well. So if I find that I start to just go with my emotions right now, in fact, I'm no longer going with my emotions. I'm just going to have my checklist always in front of me, regardless of what I'm feeling, regardless of whatever chemistry, whatever it is that I'm feeling, and I'm going to tick everything on that list. And they say that the older that you go, the shorter your list. Mine keeps increasing, and I add the strangest lists. I add the strangest things to my list every day. I add, he must watch football, simple things like that. He must go to the gym, and right now he must. Yes, you cannot get 10 over 10, but there are 8 very important things on that list. So let's say 7. He must check those 7, right? He must check those 8. So I'm not. The message here is, don't feel uncomfortable for there's something you're over that is not married. do not feel uncomfortable. We're thriving. There's so much to focus on. And again, you cannot love the way that I love. I promise you, I do. I love a lot. But, you know, maybe it's not for everyone. But no, I don't give up on love. I don't give up on the idea of love. I think I'll find my person, and I'm okay to wait for my person. So don't just be unhappy for that girl that you see that is unmarried. My name is Ogonna. This is Conversations with Ogonna.